Our hero had already used the teleportation stone and arrived directly in the Abyss world. At this moment, he looked extremely weak. The battle in the ancient city had exhausted him, and immediately after that fight, he had been teleported straight into the Abyss world. Sensing the presence of his teachers, Lin Moyu activated his skeleton wings. Flying toward the direction of their aura, he said with determination, "My teacher's aura. It's coming from this direction." Lin sped through the demon city at full speed, rushing forward without slowing down. The demons in the city were shocked when they saw a human passing through their territory. "Quick, it's a human." Another demon looked completely stunned and exclaimed, "A human actually dares to fly through the abyss? He's courting death." At that moment, another demon greedily shouted, "Let's go eat him." As soon as those words were spoken, all the demons in the city began chasing after the protagonist. They shouted wildly as they rushed toward him. "Kill him!" One demon licked his lips and yelled excitedly, "A fresh human. His meat must be incredibly delicious." Watching countless demons chasing after him, Lin Moyu's expression instantly darkened with anger. Without wasting a second, he immediately activated Undead Gaze. The moment the skill was unleashed, a massive and powerful tower was summoned. A gigantic eye emerged from within it and instantly began releasing soul fire toward all the demons. Large numbers of demons were engulfed in the flames. Their screams echoed throughout the entire area as they burned alive. The demons writhed in unbearable agony. Their desperate cries filled the air as the terrifying fire consumed them. "I'm going to die. Somebody save me." However, their struggles were completely useless. Amid endless screams and cries, every demon present was burned to ashes by the soul fire. After wiping them all out, Lin immediately continued flying forward at maximum speed. He didn't stop for even a moment. Meanwhile, the entire Abyss world had already been alerted by the hero's attack. As he passed another city, warning alarms suddenly began echoing throughout the demon city. "Attention, attention. The entire city is now on high alert. A human has launched an attack." Immediately afterward, a powerful protective shield enveloped the city. At the same time, countless demons rose into the air and charged toward Lin Moyu. Seeing them approaching, the protagonist summoned the Skeleton King. Looking coldly at the demons blocking his path, he declared, "You're standing in my way. That means you have no chance of surviving." The Skeleton King instantly charged forward and activated God Slaying. The terrifying attack swept through the incoming demons, annihilating them one after another. As they were destroyed, the demons screamed in horror, "It's God level. A God level powerhouse's attack. Run, hurry and run." Before they could escape, the Skeleton King unleashed elemental riot against the city's protective shield. The devastating attack shot forward at incredible speed. A deafening explosion echoed through the sky as the attack slammed directly into the barrier. The city's protective shield shattered into countless fragments. The moment the shield was destroyed, Lin Moyu immediately ordered the Skeleton King to slaughter everyone inside the city. As soon as the command was given, the Skeleton King activated God Slaying once again. It began massacring every demon within the city without mercy. One after another, the demons were wiped out. None of them had the power to resist the Skeleton King's overwhelming might. In only a short time, the entire city was completely destroyed. Buildings collapsed, and every demon in the city was eradicated. After reducing the city to ruins, Lin continued moving forward. A murderous aura surrounded him as he coldly declared, "Anyone who stands in my way will die." After that, the story shifts to the palace of the Succubus Queen. Mina hurriedly rushed inside and said to the Succubus Queen in a panicked voice, "Your Majesty, someone has invaded the Abyss world." She quickly continued, explaining that the intruder looked exactly like Lin Moyu. Hearing this, the Succubus Queen remained completely calm. "I understand what you're saying. However, we should stay out of this matter. A person like Lin Moyu isn't someone who can be killed whenever you want." The Succubus Queen narrowed her eyes before continuing, "This is a trap set by the Demon Emperor. Our demons have already joined forces with the dragon race to attack the human race." Hearing those words, Mina became completely confused. She looked at the Succubus Queen and asked in bewilderment, But if we've already formed an alliance with the dragon race, why isn't our succubus clan participating in the siege? The succubus queen let out a soft laugh before answering her question. Our succubus clan isn't skilled at fighting head-on. Why should we go out there and throw our lives away? She smiled faintly as she continued, our clan's numbers are already quite small to begin with. The moment Mina heard that, her eyes widened in shock. She hurriedly asked, throw our lives away? Your Majesty, are you saying that even if the Abyss and the Dragon race have joined forces, we'd still be walking to our deaths if we participated? Her voice trembled as she continued, will the Demon Emperor's plan fail? As soon as the succubus queen heard that question, her expression instantly darkened. A cold and furious aura spread through the room. Looking directly at Mina, she said angrily, don't ask questions that shouldn't be asked. Hearing the succubus queen's furious response, Mina was instantly terrified. She hurriedly dropped to her knees and lowered her head. Trembling with fear, she quickly pleaded, Your Majesty, please forgive me. After that, the story shifts back to our hero, who is currently destroying yet another demon city. As Lin Moyu continued wiping out every city that stood in his way, he gradually drew closer and closer to his destination. As he approached the location, he suddenly sensed something familiar. A look of excitement appeared on his face as he said, I can feel it. My teacher's aura. From a great distance, he finally caught sight of his teachers. Seeing that they were still alive, Lin smiled in relief and said, It's great that my teachers are safe. At this moment, all three of Lin Moyu's teachers were trapped inside a barrier. They were continuously attacking it with all their strength, desperately trying to break free. As they struck the barrier again and again, they shouted angrily, This damned barrier! Why won't it break no matter what we do? At that moment, Meng's expression suddenly changed. Looking into the distance, he panicked and shouted, Not good! That brat Lin is here! As soon as Yan Guangsheng and Bai heard Meng's words, their faces immediately turned serious. They launched even fiercer attacks against the barrier while shouting together, We have to stop that brat. This is a trap specifically prepared for him. Meanwhile, Lin Moyu was rushing toward the location at full speed. The moment the demons sensed his presence, they became extremely excited. Looking in his direction, they said happily, He's finally here. At the same time, Lin had already sensed the powerful demons surrounding the area. Knowing that something was wrong, he immediately released an overwhelming surge of energy. The moment one of the powerful demons felt that aura, his heart trembled. A trace of fear appeared in his eyes as he thought, Why? How can a human brat who's only in his 70s level make me feel fear? How is this possible? A moment later, Lin Moyu summoned the Divine Law Crystal from his inventory. Without any hesitation, he threw it directly toward the barrier where his teachers were trapped. As he hurled the crystal forward, he roared, Explode! The law crystal landed directly beside the barrier. Immediately, a strange power began spreading throughout the surrounding area and started affecting the nearby demons. The demons were completely stunned. They had no idea what was happening to them. Looking at their bodies in panic, they cried out, My body? How is this possible? How did he do this? At that moment, Lin Moyu's eyes were filled with killing intent. Looking at the demons before him, he declared in a cold and furious voice, I will kill every single one of you. However, at that exact moment, a massive portal suddenly opened in the sky above. An overwhelming pressure descended upon the battlefield. A gigantic hand emerged from within the portal. As it stretched toward the battlefield, a thunderous voice echoed across the heavens, That's enough. And directly beneath that enormous hand stood Lin Moyu himself.